Hi, I'm Ant from AAK and today I'm here with Professional Motor Mechanics magazine to review the Redline speed smoke leak detector machine from Hickleys. If you like review videos and mechanical content, like and subscribe to the PMM YouTube channel. So here it is, the speed smoke from Redline. This is the next generation of smoke testing machines. So basically this does low and high pressure, so we can do the normal like you would get from the average smoke detection machines that most garages have. It puts out a light mist of smoke that you can put into the airline system and look for leaks. But what this does, it has a built-in compressor that actually allows us to test the high pressure side now, so we can put between 0 and 20 psi's worth of pressure behind that smoke that allows us to look for leaks and stuff like intake manifolds or turbo boost pipes, stuff where that normal smoke won't get out of. This one is made in California, so it's an American made unit, and it looks like that. It looks like an old hot rod car. It looks like it's a very American unit. It's got the chrome on the front. It's a very well-built unit. It's noticeably heavier, but because it's got the compressor and everything all is in one, you don't need anything else. Where we've been using it in the workshop for the last week or so, we've really come to get it out as a quick test, and it is becoming a quick test now. We're not second guessing some of the tests we're doing. We're putting the pressure through the air intake system, and we're finding leaks that we weren't necessarily finding before. Also, another great feature of this one is we can actually link it up to the coolant now. So what we can do is when we've got leaks in the coolant system, with the compressor, with the pressure, without the smoke, we can actually put that pressure into the coolant, and that is going to push the water out of any potential leaks, gaskets, and it's going to hold that pressure there. So it's not just a leak detector for the intake system, it's also for the coolant system now. So it is very much a two-in-one machine. So it's got a few more dials and switches than the old machine had, but it's still very easy to use. You've got your low pressure switch and you've got your high pressure switch, so you know exactly what bits to use. You're not going through any complicated settings. You want to go high pressure? Tick, it's done. You can pick how much flow you want to go through, how much pressure. It's letting you know, obviously, if you're going to go into the intake system, how much pressure do you want to be using. There's variables here that we can use to control that, so we're not going to be blowing seals or blowing gaskets. And it comes with loads more cool features. We've got a torch it comes with now. We're going to see how this works. This is specifically for looking for smoke, so this is going to see how that comes out. Another really cool addition from the speed smoke leak detector is these extra adapters that you get now with this, and it's the ability where we used to have the conventional cones or used a bit of rag or something to block the pipe off. You've got these now in lots of multiple different sizes that you can pop inside the pipe, completely the pipe you want to test and the rest of the system. You pump it up and it creates a barrier now, so we know that we can test from where this is in here all the way through. It's used by OEMs in 114 countries. Companies like Mazda, General Motors, they're using this on cars as they come out of the production line or when they're fixing the cars originally under warranty, and then we've got the ability to use the same tools to find out the faults that they've got as well. Okay, so we've got the truck in now, so it's one of our own trucks. We're having a slight issue with, it's not really lost all its power, but it's lost a little bit of power. So the next thing to do is to check the intake. So what we've done, we've set it up, we've put the expandable bladder into the turbo pipe, straight off the turbo, straight in with the expanding bladder, pump that up, attach the smoke machine, and then we've attached it on the low pressure side of it. We've found no leaks through the low pressure side. So what we've done now is we're going to turn the turbo side on to actually give it a little bit more pressure. That's hopefully going to force some smoke out, and actually so we can see if there is any visible leaks or if we can write off that there is a leak in the intake system. So now we've actually turned the turbo system on, we can see that there's a really small pinhole leak to the wastegate of the turbo, and obviously where that's going to be losing pressure, that's not going to be holding the turbo open, and that is that. We wouldn't have found that using a conventional smoke machine because it didn't have the pressure to actually push the smoke out of this tiny hole. So now we know what the fault is, we can disconnect the machine, we can replace that pipe, take the car for a road test, and hopefully we found our fault, and I think all in the space of about 15 minutes. So really good result for this machine today. The Redline smoke meter from Hickleys, it's a really impressive piece of kit. I'm really happy with how it's worked today. So we've used it on the truck to try and find that fault. It's found the fault, probably been about 15-20 minutes of connecting it, starting the job to finish. I'm really happy with it. It's all the extra bits and pieces you get with it as well. Obviously the bladders that come in it now that aren't coming in with the original ones. It's a really nice, robust piece of kit that we can use. We can chuck it straight in the pipe and you're creating that airtight seal within seconds. The dials, it's nice and easy to use. You're not getting confused. It's literally on and off, press the button, and just what you need it to do. It's a cool looking piece of kit. And you've got this smoke torch that, again, I didn't even know existed until today, but it's really helped find some of those faults where the smoke was coming from where you can't find it. So I can see how this is going to be really useful in the future. And the fact that we can put that extra bit of pressure in within seconds, it helps us find the fault a lot quicker than we would have done. So it saved us time, it saved us money, and ultimately got the truck back on the road a lot quicker than what it would have been. The fact that it can be taken anywhere is a really good feature, because I only need the car that I'm using it on to power the machine. I can take it from ramp to ramp. If I need to go out and test a car, if I'm mobile, the machine is self-sufficient. I don't need anything else other than the machine to be able to carry out multiple tests, coolant tests, air intake tests, leak tests. There's so many things this machine does, and I don't need anything other than the machine. So that I'm really happy with. So ultimately, we've already had the smoke machine in our garage. We've got a couple of them already, but this one has surpassed it now. They've put extras in it that you're not going to get from your standard smoke machine. We were able to carry out the normal tests with this machine that we were already doing, but also the addition of adding that high pressure, the ability to add it to the coolant system. So in one machine, I'm now ruled out 2 or 3 other machines that I've got in the garage that I don't need. I've got it all in one. It's not reinventing the wheel, it's just improved it. I'm really happy, and it's definitely going to have pride of place at the garage. Well, I hope you liked the review today. If you want to see more about the Redline Speed Smoke from Hickleys, hit the link below and there's loads more information about it, and I'll see you on the next one.